quite an exciting battle this afternoon with Greenfuel fighting to avoid relegation. They've just amassed 34 points. There are other teams on the same number of points, so no room for a slip up here. They have to get something right. But don't forget that Telone is a team that is also fighting for a better position on the log. The best they can do is third. They are lying 52. A victory will put them on 55. Whether they will achieve that or not is anybody's guess. The referee getting ready here to get us underway. And the respective captains getting some instructions just to make sure everything is in order. Ashley Reyners, the Greenfield goalkeeper, is the one in white. And Tawanda Makarati, according to my list here. Frank Makarati is just removed his dreadlocks. Looking a new guy as they pose for a group picture. And Ashley Reyners just telling his players on which side they will be facing. Magare Maka, the man conducting the orchestra today. Magare Maka now posing for the pictures as the two teams complete their pre-match rituals. And I'm now joined in the commentary box by our match analyst, Joseph Nkani. Joe, just your early thoughts about this encounter.
Yes, good afternoon, Stan, and good afternoon to all our viewers. We're looking forward to an exciting encounter here, because the two teams are fighting for different agendas. Telone are looking at having a strong finish towards the season, where they hope to secure a top 4 finish, while Greenfuel have nothing else but to survive relegation. And we've never had such a situation in our local league, where we've had at least 9 teams facing the dreaded chop. And we want to see how this game is going to pan out today.
Yes, Washington Navaya, just number 36, is the man the watch. And of course, they've got some very good players, the likes of Tawanda Macheke, who will be operating on the right-hand side in defense. Admad Zumbunu, Kudakwasha Nyakudanga. And Ngobizita Masuku is a part of the cast for Telone this afternoon. Greenfuel boys the narrow with their own form of magic. No shortage of veterans. Ronald Chitio is in the side today. Denzel Mapua, Adrian Sila, Hallison Masina, and Emmanuel Tichikwende are some of the players to keep a good eye on. And if Chitio can play true to his old form, then Telone will certainly have their hands full. This man in the middle will be conducting the orchestra. And let's see. The other assistants are conducting their own inspections of the nets. And anytime soon we'll be getting underway. Away to your right is Telone in blue. On the left is Greenfuel, who will be playing from left to right. Glimpse of Ronald Chitio there. Rooney played for Dynamos, Caps United, and he's now decided to settle at Greenfuel as we get underway here. Makarati with a poor clearance, giving away possession almost immediately. Here they come now. Telone slipping it down the line here, trying to ride a tackle, but it fails. Long ball forward, met by Makarati, although listed as a striker, playing in defense. As we take a look at some of the updates, of course, matches having started throughout the country. Moles is hosting Triangle at Ngoni Stadium. These two played last weekend, with the Triangle winning by 1-0 in a cup match. Chicken Inn are hosting Caps United as the ball is being cleared away. Manika Diamonds are facing Gezi Platinum Stars in Mutare. Simba Bora at home to Highlanders, who again were put out of the trophy by Dynamos. And this one will roll out kindly out of play for a throw-in.
And midweek, Stanley, we got some disturbing news coming out from Bulawayo, where the Highlanders players had actually downed their boots, so to speak, because of outstanding sign-on fees and winning bonuses. So we hope that now that they've traveled to Shamba to face Simba Bora is because maybe those things have been sorted out and cleared out of the air. So, well, these are some of the things that we do not want to hear from the local league, where you have a team fighting relegation, having that distraction of having to fight over bonuses.
Oh, yes, indeed, it is a very difficult situation, of course. I think Highlanders are desperately looking for partners, sponsors, to make sure that, the players are paid. They do have partners, but maybe they need more. This one played into touch, you were saying, Joseph?
Yeah, I was saying, and it also comes at the back of a tranche of 250,000 being released by their benefactor, Wicknell Chivayo. Remember, at the beginning of the season, it committed to sponsor Highlanders to the tune of 1 million. And of course, the 1 million was not being dispatched at once. It's been in tranches of $250,000 at a time.
Certainly, we have to thank people who are so benevolent, the likes of us, Wicknell, helping out football. It's not the first time that he has been doing this. I remember from way back when the Warriors were having problems, he was always on hand to help out. Throw in now to Greenfuel. And, this one picked up by Makarati, who's taking his time with the ball, but finally rolled to the near side. Blasted through with Navaya heading it all the way to Ashley Rayners, another player who's been in the trenches for teams like Dynamo's, Caps United, and now settling at Chimsupanje. Here they come. That was, of course, a chance and taken away. The players very generous to each other. Possession not staying with one team for long. Good touch. Good vision as well. Ball played on the far side. Danger here for Telone. And a good looking cross will come. This one comes through. Poor control. And this one rolls kindly into the hands of, that was Harrison Mastina. He should have tried just to crack a shot at goal, but decided against it. And finally, Chapinduka will guide it all the way back to his goalkeeper. That is Chris Mverechena. Chapinduka once again, but this one is given away. Good slip of the ball on the near side. Here they come once more, and Navaya's got a touch. But this one will be taken up by Reginald Chinemo. And the ref has blown for a free kick to Telone. 0-0 the scoreline, only 4.5 minutes played here at Ascot Stadium as we take a look at the incident that resulted in that free kick being given, because that was an infringement on Tawanda Macheke, listed as a right back but playing upfield. This is Jompano Herbert Marua, a man who has transformed Telone from an ordinary side, Joe, into a very competitive outfit. And to consider that Telone are only 2 seasons in the Premiership, having come in last season, and this year they've actually come in and not only just become one of the numbers, but they've actually been one of the problems in the local Premiership. So Jompano, very good job out here in the Midlands. Yes, indeed, as the free kick is about to be taken. Ngobizita Masuku, but leaves it for Alan Chapinduka, who doesn't do a good job, and this one goes out of play. Actually, Rainer taking time. He knows that there's plenty of time before this match comes to an end. He'll be happy to get a point from this man here, Herbert Marua. Will he be able to do that? Navaya coming in to challenge as the ball is taken away. Here they come. Play on, says the referee. Here's Masuku. Oh, lovely touch, and it comes back again. What a shot, and good save as well. Brilliantly saved, but that would not have counted in any case. The goalkeeper managed to save, and the referee had blown for offside. But what a move and what a save.
Yes, outside the offside call, but otherwise, in terms of the move, the interchange of passes by Telone, I think that was a brilliant move. Look, they split the Greenfuel defense into two, and they managed to exchange a few touches. But, of course, you can't take away the brilliant save from Ashley Reynolds here. Maybe a bit of a show-off, but look, you can't take it away from him. That was a brilliant save.
Yes, indeed. As Telone will pick up possession on the far side. Rolls it inside, picked up nicely. As they try to find some space, Nyagudanga. Back again to Makarati. Men who played in the capital for Dimbare for quite some time. Ball rolled through, and the tackle from behind has won it once again. For Telone, Panashe Mutasa, who scored their only goal last week in a 1-0 victory. That's a long one towards goal, headed away, and a goal kick, according to the far side assistant referee. And Ashley Reynolds is not in a hurry. With 7.5 minutes played here at Ascot.
Yeah, he seems to be very casual, and I think of the two teams, he should be more desperate for all the 3 points, not a draw, because 1 point is not good enough for Greenfuel. But Telone are playing under no pressure besides seeking a top 4 finish, but Greenfuel will need all 3 points.
Definitely Greenfuel need all 3 points as Rooney is going around them. Good turn away from a marker, the shot will come! This one goes over once again. Some brilliant skills being displayed there by Darren Mutimun. Very nearly caught the goalkeeper there off guard. This is the style. Little Rooney getting past his marker. Look at the skill. He took his time and it went over for a goal kick. But again, the ball is picked up. Played forward. They're all looking for Navaya. Washington. Navaya keeps the ball in play, and this one goes out. That should be a throw-in to Telone, the Wi-Fi boys. 9 minutes of action here at Ascot Stadium. And the throw, long one into the area. Good clearance header. Rooney Chitio looking for support and gets it. Good interchange passes coming in from Greenfuel as they try to press for something positive here. Short passes are characterizing their game. The man from Subanje. Here they come once more. Reginald Chinemo playing it long, but again thwarted. And this one rolls into touch. A throw in. The throw in taken quickly. Here they are now with a long ball forward. Cleared away, and finally Telone, but again they're giving away possession rather unnecessarily into enemy zone. Here they come here on the near side. Rooney trying across but fails. He's taken up by Macheke, who clears the danger. And Greenfuel settling down to some serious business. Good skills being displayed. I think he should have passed the ball long back. He does so. Wide on the far side. That was Denzel Mupua. Taken away by the goalkeeper. That is Chris Berechena. Here's Berechena playing it short. He clips it long. That was from Panashe. Straight to Ashley Reynolds, who throws it to the near side here. It's Greenfuel restarting the formula. Crossfield pass, he does well. This one played backwards, a bit too long. But now they're coming through. Greenfuel quite content in playing a slow-moving game. This time, Telone have picked up possession. And of course, quite content in kicking the ball amongst themselves. Possibly trying to lull the opponents into a false sense of security. As Masuku. This one picked up now by Mtasa, who loses possession. Picked up by Rooney. A lovely ball taken through. Here they come once more. Nasina. And he's dispossessed. Runs into touch. Jompano still pacing up and down his technical area, demanding a better application of his strategy from his players. This one headed forward. Mutimun does so, and he goes down. Looks like he's got a head injury, and the referee immediately stopping play, which I think should happen everywhere. We still have,
well spotted.
Yeah, well spotted there. Take a look.
Yeah, there's a clash of heads there. Evidently, yeah. That's Darren Mutimun coming out the west. Darren Mutimun there.
And we hope that it's nothing serious. Of course, I know that Rodro Zakama and Godfrey Tamirepi, the two coaches, would like to make some tactical changes instead of injuring bad ones. Part of the crowd here at Ascot Stadium, well, they didn't come in large numbers, but few that have come here are clearly in full support of their team. They've been singing since the start of the game. 13 minutes played, 0-0 the scoreline if you're joining us for the first time. The referee will restart the game with a drop ball. Displayed. Good return pass. Nearly lost it, but lucky that he managed to regain it. Here they are. Telone flicking it forward. It's a good run by Tawanda Macheke. Ball played through, good clearance as well. From Boys Denaro. So far, certainly standing up against the team from Gweru here. Alan Chapinduka with a throw. And they couldn't keep the ball in play. That was Kudakwashi Nyakudanga. Allowing that ball to roll into touch. Yeah, the Chumbanje fans in full voice. The drums are beating. And the choir still sings. Reynolds to clear. Plays it through. Picked up by Rooney. And at the end it's back again. Nyakudanga couldn't fasten this ball onto his feet. And in the end, it rolls into touch. That was Chimeza Milton, jersey number 10. Jompano used to bring him in as a substitute, but today he's starting him. Good take. Some tight marking as well coming from Greenfuel. This throw in will come from this near side. Let's see how they will do it. Doesn't waste time at all. The ball is flicked through. Still has possession. Some lovely skills being shown there. Twisting and turning, it does so well. A lovely ball played through. Little Rooney. And this is taken away by Chris Mberechena. Was watching this one very carefully. I must say that Greenfuel are not showing any respect to their opponent here. They have come here to pick up all 3 points.
Yeah, indeed, they are not showing any respect. But what is of concern is the possession turnover. is maybe a little bit too much for comfort for a team that is desperate for all 3 points. So if they could on to possession maybe longer and retain the ball for longer and play what they want and play the Greenfuel way, they can cause some problems for the home team. But in the possession turnover, both teams seem to be tossing possession back and forth.
Yes, indeed. No team is holding on to possession for a reasonable length of time. Let's see how this free kick will be executed. Still goalless, 16.5 minutes played here in Gweru at Ascot. And this one once again given away needlessly. Chris Berechena.
You want that kind of a free kick still, the way it was executed. You are giving a striker a high ball and he's got a marker behind them and it's at pace. What do you expect the striker to do with? I would rather give him 2 feet where he can just stop the ball and then invite support for the second ball from his teammates. So that was a wasted free kick in my view.
Certainly it is. Nyagudanka playing that one, looking for Navaya, but that's too far ahead of the veteran. And the ball rolls into touch. Yeah, she hasn't had much to celebrate. She's waiting for that spark to come, and possibly now she can be jacked into action. Throw in Emmanuel Chikwende. He gets the return pass, ball played through. A lovely turn indeed, and again it comes edge of the area, just wide of goal. My goodness, that must have worried Chris Berechena. Ronald Chitio, a veteran who played a long time ago. I'm sure these ladies were there when he played his best. But certainly, Joe, it's surprising that on the other team, take a look at it again. Chitio trying his luck. But of course, it was always going wide, and he knows it. I was about to say, the best players on the field of play at the moment are the veterans. The youngsters are struggling. Navaya and Chitio, those are the 2 players with the spark.
Yeah, those are players that are showing their experience, that they've been in the trenches for long enough to show the boys a thing or two. And I like the attempt that was taken there by Ronald Chitio. It becomes the second attempted goal by the boys then Namo in this context because they are chasing the relegation. They are fighting against relegation.
With boys
they are in trouble. They are in trouble.
Yeah, things are not looking good for them. But finally this one runs into touch. As they take a throw. Panashem Tasa. These fans watching very closely. They know exactly what must be done. They have to do the business on the terraces so that the team can play well as Berechena picks it up. Oh yes, you'll be popular tonight. When you go home, everyone will be saying, yes, we saw you on telly. Was there any need of playing that ball back to the goalkeeper?
I wonder.
With and 2 players closing in.
Yes, that was risky. That was risky, yeah.
Needless giveaway of possession. And again, Chimeza Milton taking forever to clear. The ball runs into touch. Throw in to Greenfuel in a goalless situation. Here's a cross again into the area. 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. And now this one goes out of play. Desperate attempt by Denzel Mpoa to try and wriggle his way past the Telone defender. Throwing in a very good looking position, but he opts for a short one. And the ball has gone out of play. Fans are still trying to figure out where the excitement can come from. Let's wait and see. Makarati in possession for the home team. Telone was safe from relegation. The best they can hope for is a 3rd position But of course, it depends on results that will come from other centers. Good block. Another ball played through. And the goalkeeper heading it backwards. But of course, he's rescued by the referee, whose hand is up to indicate that it's offside. But it was a very awkward moment for the goalkeeper. He thought of handling it and then realized that if I do so, I will be given my marching orders. Makarati playing it through. Again headed away. This one, it goes out of play for a throw to Greenfuel. Boys Denaro. But Joe thinks it's Boys Denamo. They've got a big issue this afternoon. Until the season ends, they must find a way of saving their Premier League lives. Here's a long clearance. And this one is out of play.
Speaking of Boys Namo, you look at it now, they're currently 14th on the log table. And the best, as things stand now, Greenfuel are relegated unless if they extricate themselves away from this. And if you look at the gulf between their opponents today, there's a gap of 18 points between Telone and Greenfuel today.
Rooney again. He knows exactly what needs to be done because of their position on the log. That effort going wide. So that will be a corner. And I hope these kids are happy to see the boys in green taking a corner kick. They're probably dying to see a goal. Will it come from this set piece? We haven't seen the best of set pieces since this game started. Here is Kagudu. Kagudu still stands and waits. Let's see if he will be able to place the ball in the right place. This one is tricky, punched away by Mverechena, doesn't go very far. It's picked up on the far side. Greenfuel, and a chance for them. Oh dear, oh dear. He lost his bearings completely and virtually saved the team. Robert Kwaramba.
He could have done better there, Stanley.
A lot better.
You know, I mean, he was unmarked. He was all by himself. There was an initial punch from Chris. He didn't punch it very far away, and then a few exchanges of passes there. Look at it. Well, he didn't punch it very far, and it was recycled by Greenfuel. A cross was sent through. That's Rodwell sending in through a cross, but I think he closed his eyes. He denied himself a clean connection of the ball. He had connected that ball cleanly and more so towards the direction of where the ball is coming from. It would have traveled Verechena.
Certainly Verechena would have had problems there. Goal kick to be taken by Ashley Reyners. Jompano still up on his feet, threatening to finish the entire half on his feet with 24 minutes played. We've played more than half of the first half. Let's see how this set piece will be executed. It's a long throw. Picked up once again. Anywhere goes. They're guiding it backwards. And the Telone haven't really been at their best. And this one goes out of play. Throw in rather. To be taken by Telone. They're taking it with Alan Chapinduka. Throws it long. Cleared away. Nice touch. They come forward once again. They've got nice touches. And this one out once again. Throw in to Greenfuel. Throw into Greenfuel. One thing that I see lacking in this match is the tenacity. The will to win is not there. We need to see more enthusiastic running, More challenges, more tackles, more attempts at goal. But of course, this little man here has been giving them lots of problems. Harrison Masina playing on the right-hand side. It's him and Rooney. The chance now for Greenfuel to go forward. That's a poor cross. This one, news reaching us from other centers is that Highlanders have taken the lead against Simba Bora. And the ball was in a very good looking position, but now it's been taken away and Rooney can't keep it in play. This one goes out for a throw in. It's actually good news for those of Highlanders persuasion. They are leading by 1-0. They need to add more points to their tally so that they are not affected by the relegation mix, matrix.
Yes, and who would have thought that we'll be talking about that? Highlanders are facing relegation, and more so when they are facing their centenary celebration. As a chance comes there, Stanley.
The chance here. What a block! Certainly Telone must thank their heavens. Greenfuel should have gone ahead, but somehow he went for power instead of precision. This is how it happened. My goodness me. If he had tried to toe pocket, I'm sure he would have lifted beyond the goalkeeper. And finally, the ball was played into touch. Corner kick from the far side. Danger still looming for Telone. Greenfuel desperate for points. The clearance comes in. Here's a shot once again. The ball still bobbling around. Oh my goodness, that was so close. The goalkeeper was way out of office, and the striker couldn't beat him.
And the Telone defense had actually switched off. They were looking for the whistle, which never came, and they disengaged while Greenfuel continued playing. And look at that. Could that be a call for a handball in the box? But look at his arm. I think he's tugged in.
Well tugged in.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been counted. It wouldn't have counted.
And in any case, you don't stop playing.
Yes.
You don't stop playing. You carry on. And Chris Berechena was called into action a few minutes ago. Defending his goal line, was very fortunate to still have a clean sheet.
And from other centers, we understand ZPCA are also leading by 1-0 over FC Platinum, and Highlanders taking the lead against the home team Simba Bora out in Shamba. So 2 goals so far for this afternoon in the Premiership.
Yes, 2 goals in the Premiership, just Highlanders and ZPC Kariba leading FC Platinum. Looks like the wheels are coming off Norman Maposa's side. They were a team that was known for good defending. And fans here discussing this match here to ask possibly questions like, will we get goals this afternoon? The people coming in to watch, of course, with their families, as Chris Berechena still sprucing his attire. And this is the effort, but the hand was tucked in.
Yeah,
there's no question of a penalty there.
Indeed, I agreed 100%. Yeah, that can't be a penalty shout. Yeah.
It's just that they missed. Otherwise, Berechena should have been punished. That's our team. CNN on the right, William Tingwa on the left. These are the men who will be analyzing the match, alongside Joseph Nkani, who is with me in the commentary box here. And my goodness, Berechena is taking forever to finish. I don't know why the referee is allowing that.
Yes, and I was also sympathizing with the other players, because while he's receiving medical attention, the other players also are warming down, and then that means your body now needs to reshape and reconstruct for you to continue with play. So in terms of the muscle spasm, that's when you have more problems for players. So you don't want this stop-start in a game. You want your body to be consistent, active action.
Yes, indeed. Let's see if they will be doing that. Berechena's clearance. It goes long over the halfway line, but headed in the wrong direction. And the chance once again. Makarati fighting for it. Then it comes to... That was an effort. from Chimedza Milton. Once again, Makarati finds his goalkeeper, Chris Berechena.
Isn't it worrying that the home team have found their first shot on target after 30 minutes? The whole of half an hour, Telone hadn't made an attempt at goal.
Yeah, it tells you that the players have virtually switched off. Here they come now. Oh, it's a lovely ball played through by Chitio. What happened? I thought he had all the time in the world. Maybe he saw the near side assistant referee. He had his flag up. And again, Berechena has gone down injured. This time, he was tackled.
Yeah, he was way offside.
Yeah, way offside.
But even then, Stanley, you would expect him to coolly control the ball, put it under his spell. So we'll then talk about the offside another time. But in terms of ball control for a player at this level of the game, that is inexcusable. I would expect him to cool down the ball and have a cricket goal. Some fans from the terraces will definitely not be happy with that kind of play.
Certainly you can't be happy with that type of play. He should have still gone on to get the goal in the back of the net and then, accept the fact that he was offside, but he didn't take his chance. He didn't take his chance. I think Telone are very laid back in what they are doing. Chris Berechena once again being helped to his feet by the team physio.
Maybe they are weighing their application in the game, Stanley, because the weather today is like 32 degrees Celsius in Gweru. I think maybe one of the highest temperatures recorded in the city of Gweru, which is normally one of the coldest cities and towns in Zimbabwe.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's quite hot here in Gweru. I never thought that we'll be facing these temperatures. It is sweltering. You feel sorry for the players on the field of play. Here they come once again. Good turn. Oh, dear.
An update from another center. Stanley, Manica Diamond are currently leading Ngezi Platinum by 1-0 at home. Manica Diamond 1, Ngezi Platinum 0.
Yes, Manica Diamonds leading. It's 0-0 here. And I can tell you that life is not getting any better on the blue side of the capital. If the likes of Manica Diamonds are winning, it means Timbare will be sucked into the murky waters of relegation. They play tomorrow, and exactly when they trot on the field of play, their work will be cut out. And the fans going up and down, trying to buy some refreshments as we wait for treatment on young Harrison Masina, who has kicked while defending his goal area.
That's another stoppage.
That's a lengthy stoppage indeed, I'm sure. I can expect it to be more than 5 minutes, especially when Berechena went down twice. The referee says, let's go. Reyners now to take it, taking his time as well. It's played on the far side into enemy zone, and the chance here. Oh my word, they've given it away, and finally scoped away. But Greenfuel is still in attack. Some of the players taking time to release the ball. Here's Mtasa. Ball played through. The idea was there, but the accuracy was missing. And in the end, the Greenfuel player is brought down by Navaya, so that will be a free kick to Greenfuel. Boys Denaro. Washington Navaya, the country's top goal scorer. Let's see how this one will be taken. It's a long, long one. Headed away. Still tussle for possession. This one is picked up by Greenfuel. Looking for space, and that one goes wide. No problem there for the goalkeeper. Chris Berechena, who's been kept very busy by this Greenfuel side, which is trying to take advantage of the lethargy in the Telone outfit. It's very much unlike Telone. They, made this place a fortress. Nobody would come here and enjoy playing at Ascot Stadium, but Greenfuel can turn around and say, look, we are enjoying what we're doing. It's just the goals that aren't coming, Joe.
I agree with you, Stanley. Telone had actually made this place their favorite hunting ground. But if I look at the last 5 home results for Telone, they've won only once, losing 4 home matches in all competitions, that is including the Chibuku. So their home record somehow has been distorted and corrupted. And Telone today, even now, they are showing us that maybe they are not invincible after all at Ascot Stadium, because Greenfuel are doing what they want. Yeah, and interestingly, from the other update, Yada actually leading Rentals by a solitary goal. So the relegation fight, Stanley, is far from over.
Oh, yes, it is far from over. And you saw briefly there, Telone preparing to make a substitution. They want to bring in Bruno Kundai Mtigo for Nyagudanga as the corner is taken. And that corner is overcooked. It's a massive clearance from Telone, playing it all the way to Ashley Reyners in goal for Boys Denaro. It's a good clearance. But again, they're standing firm, and the flag is up on the far side, which is quickly taken. This one guided to the far side as they continue to play the ball forward. Nyagudanga might have had his last touch, and the board is up. So it's Nyagudanga, number 8, to call it a day. And he's in no hurry to do so. 39 minutes played. But when I look at this substitution, Nyagudanga doesn't look injured. I mean, with 5 minutes to go,
yeah,
is that wise enough?
Yeah, you wonder if he could not sustain the last 5 minutes of the game. See the halftime out, see the first half out, and then maybe make the changes. But now we see 6 minutes before halftime, of course, excluding the additional minutes, Nyagudanga being called out to sit out the rest of the game. Very interesting.
Indeed, very interesting as the game continues. It's a set piece once again for Greenfuel. Boys Denaro in a very good looking position. They've had chances that they failed to take. Will they create another chance this time around? Let's wait and see.
Will he go for target or play the second ball?
He can try target, near post, top corner. I don't think Chris Berechena. Oh my goodness me. Oh dear. You begin to ask yourself questions like, do they even practice set pieces?
I wanted to ask the same thing, Stanley, to say this kind of an execution, do you wonder, did you ever try this at training? We would say, never, don't try this at home, if we're to speak like borrowing from the wrestling language. Yeah, definitely there was no hope in that set piece. I would have expected maybe a second ball, a cross on the far side, on the far post, and then a colleague tucks it in. But to go for target and send in a high cross like that off target, well, maybe for rugby it would have worked out.
Yeah, for rugby, of course, it would have worked out. But unfortunately, we're not playing rugby here. Here's a cross. Nobody home for Navaya. The clearance is good. Now they're coming through once again. Denzel Mapua. But he's stopped in his tracks. 41 minutes, 4 minutes to go. Here's a clearance once again. That doesn't go very far. He goes down looking for a penalty. The referee not interested. This will be a goal kick to be taken by Chris Berechena. He's been taking as much time as possible since the start of this game here. I'm sure his team will be happy with the point. Here they are. This one now played through. Greenfuel under pressure. Ball is picked up. And they finally take possession. And in the end, it's a free kick. After the Greenfuel player was brought down. 3 minutes to the 45. Here at Ascot Stadium. Reyners walks all the way from his goal line to clip it forward. Plays it through, headed away, doesn't go very far. Chitio heads it forward. But again, this is picked up on the near side. Macheke thought that he had won a tackle, but the ball had already gone out of play. So that will be a throw-in, which will be taken shortly. This is Reginald Chinemo. Ball is brought down on the near side. Good block. The chance once again. Oh dear. That was close. And surely this should be a free kick, but the referee says play on. It comes on the near side. Danger here. And the chance inside the box, and the clearance is good. Now finally free kick.
The referee is defending his decision. Yeah, but I thought Washington Navaya was impeded there. When he came in with a brilliant sharp turn, he turned out his marker. Look at that. His left trailing leg was definitely caught there by the marker there.
Exactly.
So I think the referee got that one wrong. Meanwhile, from another update is Moz are leading by 1-0 over Triangle. So Triangle are in deep waters.
Yes, indeed, in deep waters of relegation. It's not over until the Fat Lady sings in terms of relegation. Chris Berechena plays that ball forward. And Greenfuel can keep the ball in possession. That was Darren Mutimun Zunze. Good clearance. Alan Chapinduka. And this one goes out of play.
They got into each other's way there.
Yeah.
Maybe lack of communication. Yeah. Had the man coming from the blind side shouted, and draw the attention of your teammate, he was better positioned to meet that ball and tuck it in onto the bottom corner.
Yes, 4 minutes. A minimum of 4 minutes to be played as additional time.
There's always a conversation around that board, Stanley, where people say it's maximum 4 minutes. No, it's actually minimum 4 minutes. Yes, the referee should play minimum of 4 minutes, not maximum of 4 minutes.
Yeah, people, they need time to understand this, but a chance. Reyners punches it away. And finally, the assistant ref on the far side, flag is up. These youngsters not happy with that decision.
And these are your future stars.
That's Herbert Marua, Jompano. Some of the score lines we are receiving from around the country are quite surprising. That Platinum are down by 1-0. Norman Mapeza and his team were perennial fighters for the title year in, year out. But this time around, it's not working that well. Free kick. Greenfuel now to take it. Plays it through. And this one comes on the near side. Questions being asked here, but poorly done. It goes out. Panashe Mutasa blocks this one. And the chance once more. And this one is blocked once again. Harrison Masina has been giving them lots of anxious moments, and if they don't track him well, he could be the player to get the goals. With Herbert Marua looking a bit surprised with what he's seeing here. We've played 2 minutes of the allotted 4. And barring any other stoppages, it also means here's a chance now. Good turn away from his marker. The cross looks good. Oh, my goodness me. Well timed. He jumped well, right on time, but somehow the contact was poor.
Harrison Masina there, I think he timed his run very well, trying to meet the ball, but the connection was poor because he was facing a gaping goal where he could have tugged in that ball onto the bottom corner to pierce the hearts of the home tail one. But yeah, well, another chance goes a-begging. But if you look at it from a broader perspective, Greenfuel have been doing all the probing. You know, they haven't really suffered much at their tail end of the pitch, but they've done more than what we would expect from tail one.
Oh yes, indeed, you've done far more than what tail one would have done, and that's another shot. In 48 minutes, we've played the allotted 4. Maybe one more minute before halftime here at Ascot Stadium. Not a very exciting encounter as tail one clear. The Wi-Fi boys, here they come once again. Navaya flicks it through. This is looking good, but again Panashe Mutasa doesn't have the pace. It rolls into touch. He's picking up some good attacking positions though. That's Panashe Mutasa. And the band still sings in the stands. The Greenfuel supporters full of self-belief as the ball is cleared downfield. The referee blows to end the first 45 minutes here at Ascot Stadium. I must admit that it's been a difficult 45 minutes to watch. Nothing special at all. Greenfuel had a few chances drifting into attacking positions, but somehow they failed to take full advantage. And I must say that the last chance that they got was the best one. 0-0, the scoreline here at halftime. And very soon, when our boys are ready on the touchline, we will be going to them for halftime analysis. But in the meantime, let's talk about the performance of the referee. You can't fault him with his 2 assistants. He has done the basics well, played the advantage rule well, and he wasn't influenced by players when they complain. And this will be Greenfuel discussing issues, and Greenfuel, I'm sure they've got lots to say to each other before they head for the dressing room. And this will give them an opportunity to sharpen their strike force, which has been giving away chances like confetti at a wedding. As for tail one, they need to do a lot better. Let's cross back to the studio.
Slow down the journey to glory for Mapiravira? Or will Mapiravira get you prepare champagne bottles? Catch the action this Sunday, live on ZBC TV at 1500 hours as Coca United host Scotland. The English Premier League is back.
Support to Salah. Liverpool are running away with it again.
And ZBC TV brings to you the matchday action every Saturdays.
It may get even better for Manchester United. Ahmad! It's Palmer!
Catch all the action on ZBC TV.
Halftime here at Ascot Stadium in Kweru. It's Telone 0, Greenfuel 0. But as you saw in the first 45 minutes, Boys Zenaro could have been out of sight by now. Wayne Rooney, three chances. Clive Rupia, another chance, and so many other. They could have been out of sight now. They could be leading 4-0. And Telone just having one clear-cut chance from the country's leading goal scorer, Washington Navaya. And could Greenfuel live to regret all those missed chances? We'll have to wait and find out in the second half. We'll also give you a cap on what is happening elsewhere. D-Day, the day of reckoning for some of our top flight clubs. And still here with me, of course, staunch Liverpool supporter Joseph Nkani, and staunch Real Madrid supporter William Mtingwa Shinola. I'll start with, call him the said one, start with the Liverpool one, Jose. I mean, Greenfuel could have been out of sight by now.
Could have. Look, we counted no less than 3 attempts at goal that were actually on target. And I think Greenfuel were their own let down in terms of their finish. In the final third, in the box, they could have buried Telone by at least 3 goals in the first half, but they flubbed their chances. We saw on the other hand, it's only Telone, Washington Navaya, who came in with only one decisive chance, who could have determined the scoreline in halftime. But Greenfuel will live to rue the chances that they've missed in the first half.
Wow. As we take in the highlights from the first half, you will be able to see all those, relive again, all those missed chances by Greenfuel. The little master, the number 88, Ronald Chitio, the chief culprit. Yes, those highlights, and they could have been out of sight by now. And, well, Ginola, could they live to rue all those missed chances?
Yeah, that's what football is all about. If you miss your chances, at times you get punished at the end of the day. You could see there Rooney coming up with the 2 chances which he missed there. The other one missing the left upright post, the other one the opposite upright post. And Harrison Masina had his effort blocked by the goalkeeper, Christopher Rechena, who was a bit hesitant and indecisive in the first half. And you could see that Telone have been overrode in midfield there, where they are lacking. And you could see that Jompano had to make any tactical substitution, pulling out Nyakudanga and bringing in Bruno Mtugu. So maybe that might change in the second half, and the tide might shift in favor of Telone. But Greenfuel, by now, honestly, they should be leading by at least 3-0. Yes.
Oh, really? They should be. You see, football is so crazy. This is what I always say. But I can tell you, as we continue to see the highlights there, I can tell you that elsewhere at Wazanai Stadium, it's Simba Bora 1, Highlanders 1. Highlanders were leading until the 45th minute of the first half when the equalizer was scored by Simba Bora. And, well, the dead rubber, if you want to call it, at Nyavunga, where ZPC Kariba are playing FC Platinum. They are out in the lead 2-0. I think they are out in the lead 2-0. And at Veve, Chicken Inn 0, Caps United 0. At Rufaro, Rentals, the students just cannot break the Yada jinx. The Yada hoodoo continues with its invincibility, because Yada are leading the students by 1-0. As we continue to see highlights from this game here, you will see them there. And Jose, as we are just updating the scores coming from the other centers, and well, Triangle going down right now to Moss by 1-0.
Yes, we are at that time of the season where you must do your own business. Because it's not only that, because other matches will affect your outcome. Because right now, Triangle are also desperate for points. They are down. If you look at Greenfuel, they are desperate for points. They are drawing with Telone today. So it's that exciting end to the league type, to the relegation chase for our local league. And the script is not yet told. Look, there's 2 more rounds of matches to be played if we discount the ones that are being played today. So definitely there's still more twists and turns, surprises, shocks and disappointments that are lined up for the teams that are on the lower half of the league.
This one is looking, the whole league script is looking more like an Alfred Hitchcock piece of script from the Hollywood film industry. And yes, you can't really know, because at the top and at the end, what I can tell you is if it finishes 1-1 at Wadzanai Stadium, and tomorrow Scotland beat Kwekwe United here, that's it. Scotland are the champions of 2025. But let's wait for the second half there, Ginola. About Simba Bora doing themselves some good, pulling one back to keep the chase on Scotland.
Yes, legendary and I think Buto Ngube, I think that's his first goal of the season. They're scoring for
Simba Bora.
Simba Bora, yes, scoring right at the death there. Highlanders had taken an early lead in the 20th minute, which was good for them, as they would have assessed about 38 points, which is, I think, would be enough for them to survive relegation. But now, minus.
They'll actually go on 39 if they win, eh?
It was 39, so now they're on 37 with the result being 1-1 at the Wadzanai Stadium, which is tricky. But the good thing is that other results are going their favor, because Yada, they are leading 1-0 against Highlanders today, and also Manika Diamonds also winning at Sakuva. So it's becoming tricky. It's twists and turns in this. Like Jose said, you need to play for your own good, because the results will be in your own hands. So you need to pull your socks, and it's very, very dangerous, living dangerously. Like we were saying earlier on the CNN, I think it has never happened anywhere in the world where you have 9 teams being involved in a relegation dogfight with 3 rounds of matches left to play. I think this is the first time, legendary.
Yes, it is the first time worldwide. Yes, you can check the Google. You can check wherever you want to check. It has never happened anywhere in the world in top flight history where you got 9 teams facing relegation with 3 rounds of matches to go. Yes, that's the truth. The only team that are out and done are the Gold Boys, Kwekwe United. You know, my heart cries out for the team and its director, Dr. Phil Makekere, because he had put so much into the project. He tried, but maybe it was the Kwekwe community, the business, well, not the Kwekwe community, but the business community that didn't come to the rescue of Dr. Phil Makekere. It's debatable, but they're out. They're left to try again next season if they want to get back and come back in 2027. But that's the script there. We will never know what is going to happen. Just to remind you, Jose, the Liverpool men, 1-0 for Telone. The Real Madrid men, 2-1, Telone, 2-1. The Middlesbrough men are for Greenfuel. Well, enough guessing. Let's go back and rejoin DJ Stanley Katsande, who'll be joined in a moment by Joseph Nkani for the second half. It's 0-0 here at Ascot Stadium in Gweru. It's the Wi-Fi boys taking on Boys Denaro. We'll be talking to you at the end of the night.
Thank you, Charles, and welcome back to the commentary box with me, Stanley Katsande. It's Ascot Stadium, Telone taking on Greenfuel, who have got those fans singing themselves hoarse. I'm sure they're quite happy picking up the point that will be at stake if they manage to avoid defeat. And Telone must have had some bollocking from their coach, Jompano Herbert Marua. I don't think he was happy with what he saw in the first 45 minutes. They need to spruce up their play so that they get the desired result. 3 points for them will put them on 55. And of course, that will make life easy as they will finish a lot higher on the log. Yes, the people from Chisumbanje are in full voice and already celebrating, and the locals, surprisingly, are mute. Very surprised with the resistance that's being offered by this team from Greenfuel. Frank Makarati there talking to his teammates. Navaya, just number 36, possibly offering some advice to the youngsters on how best they can supply him with clean passes so that the deadlock can be broken in favor of the home team. And the fans are clearly showing their displeasure by being quiet. It's only the few Greenfuel supporters. This young man there, Mutasa, could have given the lead to Telone, but he failed to connect. That, of course, is the view.
As things stand, Stanley, the live log table standing, Kwekwe are on 18th, relegated with 10 points. Dynamos are 17th with 34 points. Yada have gone up one place, replacing Dynamos on position 16. They are on 34 points. And Triangle have gone down. They are now occupying the 15th position with 34 points. Greenfuel, with a point that they currently have, they are on 35 points. So not looking good for the bottom 9 teams on the local premiership. And to put it into context, bottom 9 out of 18 teams, it's actually an interesting end to a season with 2 more games to play, discounting today.
Certainly 9, meaning that more than half the teams here are threatened with relegation. It clearly shows that we've got teams that are not operating at a high level here. The referee is ready with the restart. Greenfuel back on the field of play. I can see Harrison Masina approaching the center line, and he's in the center circle, ready to get this match started here. It certainly will be a different second 45 minutes. Both teams would like to get 3 points here, but who finally does get those 3 points? We are underway. Greenfuel now playing from right to left, and Telone from left to right. And this one is played all the way to the goalkeeper, Chris Berechena, who allows the ball to go out for a goal kick. And he's taking as much time as possible, Chris Berechena, as he backs away a few meters. Plays a long one into enemy zone. This one picked up by Masina, who rides the tackle. Keeps the ball in play. And again, Telone, and that too slow, so the ball is played into touch. And that will be, that was Alan Chapinduka. Tasa just rolling the ball back so that the kick can be, the throw-in can be taken. No enthusiasm at all in getting the job done here. The throw is taken. Good one. And this one played on the near side. Let's see how they will do it. Along the ground. And he's hacked down there. Yeah, that was Darren Mutimun. Free kick to be taken by Makarati. Looking for the substitute who came on to replace Nyakudanga. And that was Bruno Mtigo, who is now down and being asked to get up and get on with it. Mtigo there being brought down. And the referee awarding a free kick.
He was stepped on there, but I like the way he had taken control of the ball there. He received from with one leg and then twisted and turned, and then as he was about to set off, he was then impeded. But a good skillful play there by Brian Mtigo.
Yes, indeed, Brian Mtigo looking very good. Mtasa to take it. It's a long one. The header. This one nearly confused the goalkeeper there, Ashley Reyners. Here it is now. And he's gone down. And the far side assistant referee thinks that it's a foul. Let's take a look at it again. Actually, Reynolds, that's dicing with death.
And the ball actually bounced inward towards goal, towards target.
He would have been embarrassed. He would have been embarrassed. I don't know whether we can say that he pulled a leaf out of Gift Mzazi's goal, but I don't. He never saw him.
Yeah, he never saw him.
Mzazi played football a long time ago. I think in 2007, 8, thereabout.
He probably just hear about
he
him.
was just too young to understand what was going on, because of course Umbro would catch the ball, throw it onto the crossbar before turning around and playing the ball downfield. He had nerves of steel.
And he would even chest down a shot taken
Yes.
on target. Instead of using his hands, he would just use his chest, just to despise you and say, no sting, no problem for me. That was Gift Mzazi for you, the legendary Dynamo's goalkeeper.
Yes, indeed, and
And the national team as well.
national team throw in to Telone, the Wi-Fi boys. This one taken long, Aaron Chapinduka, but then taken away. Mtumzunze regains possession. Here they are. Oh, a meter or so away from the goalkeeper. That one would have gone in. Mtigo, he does well to beat his marker in Adrian Silla. Navaya slips it through into the center circle. Here they come now, but good block. Once again, Mtimzunze playing well like a defensive midfielder. And this one will be taken up by Admire Zumbunu, who wants it out of play. Goal kick. Good shielding of the ball from Admire Zumbunu. Masina had his shot, and
It was a good fair attempt.
fair attempt, but if that
But
was
straight-
away from the
But
goalkeeper,
just head on. That was the only problem.
Yeah,
with that
it
shot,
went-
yeah. He did very well to shrug himself, shrug off the attention of Captain Makarati, and then he found his way to get sight of the goal, and then he was justified to take a shot from that range, but it was just too central for the goalkeeper's comfort.
yeah, mom and daughter enjoying themselves here at Ascot Stadium in Gweru, the city of progress. Temperatures are pleasantly going down. We're beginning to enjoy the atmosphere. And let's hope the players will follow suit by giving us a good game of football this afternoon. And tightly monitored there as the ball is played through at Mad Zumbunu once again, keeping a tight rein on the movements of his opponent. The throw taken quickly. The flick finds Masina. It's been a thorn in the flesh. Displayed on the far side. Mutuzunze. And that was too high. It goes out for a throw-in. To be taken there. Chapinduka. But then Telone have one possession. Good looking position here. Brings in Navaya. Oh. This man scores from that sort of distance. This time around, unfortunately, the shot went wide. But he knows how to make space for himself.
He does, he does. If you look at the way he pulled himself away from his marker there, he looked up and then he let go a shot. I think he went more for power. I think maybe precision would have sufficed there. Just a placement onto the far post. But Washington Navaya there, yeah, missing an opportunity. And he's our top goal scorer currently with 16 goals and topping the league. I mean, the league in terms of the Golden Boot chase.
Yes, indeed. He is very much in the mix here as they come through. Ball played on the near side once again as they are coming forward. Prince Milanzi. The cross comes in from Navaya, headed away by Greenfuel. And this one neatly brought down. Comes on the far side. Musina has been very active. And this one goes all the way to Chris Berechena, who allows it over the byline for a goal kick. I'm sure both sides are beginning to realize that they need to get a goal now. And the Masina is being sacrificed here for Greenfuel. In comes jersey number 7. That's a Garikai Dematsika. Dematsika now to lead the line. I think Taure Mangwiro has found that Masina is being bullied because of his size. So he's brought in a bigger guy to try and see if they can break the deadlock. Good pressure coming through. This one rolls into touch. That will be throw from very close to the corner flag. Fans enjoying themselves here. I don't know whether I should use the word enjoying, but they look like they are so focused on the game. Navaya is trying to get a corner kick, but this one
Garikai Dematsika is not new to the game. He's also a legend. I mean, look, he has seen time at Black Rhinos, and now he's at Greenfuel, and he's a forward. So maybe being brought in to provide that sting up front for Greenfuel and hopefully get them a goal and all the 3 points on the road.
You never know. Let's see if Dematsika can repay the faith shown in him by Taure Mangwiro, who is sitting on the bench like the head coach this afternoon alongside Godfrey Tamirepi for Greenfuel. On this one now, runs short. Navaya has done well to play it on the far side. Here's a chance for a cross. And the shot, of course, was full-blooded, but unfortunately, he had 2 or 3 players, and he opted for, a shot on goal. And these fans
they're also
clearly not happy.
They're also wondering why he went for a shot at goal, and then there were at least two other teammates on the right-hand side, where he could have just laid the ball on for them to finish and play the second ball, and then get a goal out of it. Yeah. Well, maybe a bit selfish.
A bit selfish, I'm sure. Every time he gets the ball, he thinks of the headlines. That one brought down neatly. Some attention being brought. The clearance is not very good. Navaya beaten in the air. This one comes to Dematsika. Gets the return pass. Good attention there by Makarati. Here they come once again. Greenfuel trying to push the ball forward. Makarati goes down injured. And the referee has blown for a free kick. The Makarati now gets up and ready to get on with it. He played under Jompano. That is Makarati played under Jompano at Dimbare. And they have reconnected at Telone. Free kick. Being taken there by Admire Zumbuno. Zumbuno backs away 1 or 2 meters before clipping it left-footed into enemy zone. It's there! Who else?
Who else but
Washington Navaya?
Goal number 17.
My word.
You don't give him
Goal
that
number
space.
17. Yes, you don't.
You don't. He will punish you.
Washington Navaya has broken the deadlock here at Ascot Stadium. He is proving to be a deadly marksman. He knows, I talked about his ability to find space. There he was as we take a second look. It looked a harmless free kick, but it was headed goalwards. And Navaya was in like a flash. Headed it past goalkeeper Ashley Reyners.
And I think Emmanuel Chikwende will ask himself why he did not track the run of Washington Navaya, because he was the closest man to come in and make sure he disturbs him from taking a free header. Look at that celebration there, polishing his boot, making sure it's looking gold, because definitely he's lined up for the golden boot.
Yes, indeed.
Washington Navaya, former Highlanders, now at Telone and doing his thing. The fans love him. They know he'll always deliver.
Definitely they are in full voice. Some of them are simply smiling from ear to ear. Washington Navaya the man with the goal here at Ascot Stadium, jerking these fans out of their seats to celebrate. 1-0, Telone in the lead. That's confirmation of the scoreline.
And Timon Machope will not love to hear this update because he's also chasing the Golden Boot. That's Timon Machope from Scotland, who's going to play here tomorrow at the very same stadium, hoping to also increase his goal tally.
Yes, indeed, and now they're coming through with a bit of purpose. Navaya again is peeling off. And in the end, that will be a free kick. Tawanda Macheke was caught offside. He should have looked at Washington Navaya. He's running, he's intelligent. He was already peeling off to the blind side, like he has seen from many great strikers, the likes of Erling Haaland, the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Kylian Mbappe. He may not be playing at the same level, but he is trying to satisfy the basics like everyone else.
I'm not sure if Washington Navaya watched the Shekman Tauro, Gift Geto Mpariwa, Marunga Nyangela. You know, if you talk of the local league, those were the stars that rattled the nets with so much regularity in the local league.
Yes, the likes of Shekman Tauro, who would bank goals like they were going out of fashion. Now Dematsika brought in. Yes. Adrian Silla calls it a day, just number 57. And they are bringing in...
That's perfect. Chikwende is one of the substitutes.
Adrian Silla calls it a day. Duma.
As well as Collins Dua.
Collins Duma. Ronald Chitio calls it a day. And 22 is perfect. Chikwende. He is not a new stranger to top flight football. Of course, having played for Cape United and Dynamos, went to Tanzania, as well as the national team. Played in the Champions League with both Dimbare and Cape United. But today, he's being asked to take his seat, I'm sure. That Taure Manguiro wants to have a youngster to do the running. Chris Berechena's clearance looks good. Dematsika brings it down. This one taken away again as they play the ball down. And the goalkeeper comes off and makes a save.
Interestingly, Greenfuel have two Chikwendes. There's Perfect Chikwende, who joined them from Simba Bora, and there's Emmanuel Chikwende, who joined them from Blaue Chiefs. Yeah, so maybe a family affair. We're not sure. We may need to verify that. But they have two Chikwendes in the Greenfuel's camp.
Oh yes, indeed. The two, of course, are playing for the same team. Perfect Chikwende, born in 1993. The other one born in 1999. There's a possibility they could be brothers. Chris Berechena. Here's a long clearance. This one neatly brought down, but again taken away by Dematsika. Full of running. Here's a Perfect Chikwende. He can be a thorn in the flesh on his day. I remember him playing for FC Platinum against young Africans and gave them lots of problems. Here he is. I thought that he had won the ball fall in the fair and square.
Did that ball cross the line?
No, it didn't.
Yeah, not the whole circumference.
Not
of
the whole
ball.
circumference of the ball. The assistant ref got it wrong on that occasion. Long throw. A good cross. But this will be a corner. That was a good attempt as we confirmed the substitutions. Perfect Chikwende replaced by, replacing Collins Duma. Oh, it's Perfect Chikwende and Duma replacing Rooney and his compatriot there. Let's see this corner kick coming through.
And Harrison Masina.
Yeah, Harrison Masina. Yes, members of the fairer sex enjoying football as well. It's good to see that happening. We want our daughters and sisters to start playing football. Mutasa now to take it. Brings it in, but it's cleared away. Another corner. Greenfuel being put under pressure here. They were the better team in the first 45 minutes, but it looks like Jompano is drummed in more instructions and strategies on how this game should be played. This is a good-looking cross. And finally, they take it away. Poor pass. Good clearance. This will be a throw-in once again. Now Greenfuel are in a hurry. Long ball forward. They try now to get the job done. Corner kick. They are all in a hurry now because of the goal.
Yeah, they're desperate. And if you look at the first half that they had, where they could have actually gone to the halftime break leading by 3 goals, because they crafted the chances, but it was just the finishing that was lacking after. But Greenfield had a better first half, but Telone now coming back to sting them in the second half. It could be the Jompano touch, Jompano talk at halftime that turned the tide in the second half so far.
Duma with a long ball forward, headed away. Yes, sir. Boys Denaro showing that tenacity. Now it's been taken up, but luckily for them, they get the possession. And finally, the ball rolls kindly. Dematsika will take it. Gets the return pass. Dummies one way before bringing in a good-looking cross, but it's cleared away. That's a good clearance there by Prince Milanzi. Here's a throw. Blessing Kupukai. And this one again. Wasted effort. They are now in a hurry and the passes are losing accuracy. And of course, that's good news there for Telone.
Yeah, these are moments, Stanley, when you are one down, you just need calm nerves. You don't need to be desperate. You don't need to rush your decisions, but just make sure you are efficient and you are effective. Because there's still enough time. Look, it's 65 minutes played so far. They can still get themselves a goal and possibly another one before the game is up. So no need for desperation. Just be sure-footed and make sure you are efficient and effective in your passes and in your exchanges.
Yes, once again, ball defended well. Dematsika moving deep into midfield to help out his midfielders. This one is played to the far side. Comes back to Dematsika. Wins possession, it's brought down. Referee says free kick. Yeah, Dematsika is coming to bully the Telone players. He's been doing that. Macheke is standing close to the ball to prevent the kick being taken quickly.
From Kariba, we understand the Selemani has scored for FC Platinum, so it's now ZPC Kariba 1, FC Platinum 1.
Yes, it's even Stevens at Kariba there. Bruno! This one taken nicely down, and the intended pass fails to find the target. Makarati clearing the danger, but Dematsika, well, he gets hit in the face. Quickly recovers. He's continuing to play. Dematsika in possession now. Once again playing wide on the far side. He's got the vision. Here comes the cross. It looked overcooked. Out of play. That's a poor cross indeed. Given the space that he had, I'm sure these little fans here are saying the same thing as me. Goal kick. Chris Berechena trying to wind down the clock as much as possible as he prepares to play this one downfield. It's a long left footer, but straight out of play carelessly. Down by the veteran goalminder. Featured for Caps United as well, if my memory serves me right. I think yes, he did. Played for Caps United. And now, ball played through Makarati, guiding it backwards. Long ball away, picked up by Dematsika. Been very prominent since coming on as a second half substitute. Plays it through on the far side. Good closing down. Aaron Chapindurka.
Meanwhile, Charamba has scored for Chicken Inn. So Chicken Inn are leading 1-0 over Cape United out in Bulawayo.
Yes, of course, Makepekepe still singing the blues. This one. My word, that was dangerous. With the goalkeeper gallivanting and he nearly got caught. Let's take a look at it again. Ball was lost. The back pass. That very nearly caught.
Navaya with another
shot. Navaya again, he's got an eye for goal. And it was only a few millimeters wide.
Another decisive tip over the bar by goalkeeper Chris Mberechena there. For Ashley Reyners for Greenfuel.
And the change is taking place on the Greenfuel bench. Mujuru is set to come on alongside just number 92. That's Nigel Makumbe. So Greenfuel have taken out Blessing Kagudu is off. And the corner will come on the near side. This one is taken short. Wasn't a good effort. Now they're trying to do a counter. Easily thwarted. Here they are, Greenfuel. Knocking the ball around. Here they're pushing forward. And this one goes all the way out. Oh, she must be a Tail One fan. Although she's wearing an England jersey. The smile tells it all.
That must be that goal.
Here's the goal. Good header. Navaya in like a flash. Getting the goal in for Tail One, the Wi-Fi boys, to lead here by 1-0 with 19 minutes left of play.
Emmanuel Chikwende didn't track him down. I think he would have tracked back towards his goal to make sure Navaya doesn't get a free header. Yeah, so maybe a lapse in concentration on the part of Greenfuel in conceding that goal.
Yes, indeed, it requires total concentration.
No ways.
Calls for a penalty,
no
not
ways.
given.
That ball didn't touch his head. I don't think so.
They're so desperate. And the Dematsika is being pushed away by his teammates. Look at it, he's desperately looking for a penalty. He actually threw himself into the box. Take a look. And in any case, his hand was well tucked in.
Not even, yeah. Definitely, that can be handball offense.
Yes, indeed, Caps United down at Chicken Inn. Manika Diamonds still leading FC Platinum. It's Ngezi Platinum rather. Simba Bora 1, Highlanders 1. The Rendals College FC 0, Yada 1. And this time that's where we have FC Platinum and ZPC. Now a free kick in a very good looking position. Anything can happen. Boys Zenaro, can they get something out of this one? It's taken long but headed away. An emphatic header into touch. Throw in to Boys Zenaro, Dematsika. It's been full of running since coming on. This pass goes out of play. Throw in for the Wi-Fi boys. Chapinduka Allison. A little girl still enjoying themselves here. They're staying put because they enjoy what they're seeing. Here's Dematsika. Plays it through, but again thwarted. As Telone starting to defend well. This one for Chapinduka, but leaves it for Macheke to clear. It comes down neatly. Here they come once again. Good give and go. The cross comes in. Danger here. Oh my word. What on earth was he thinking? Here is Washington Navaya, the goal scorer. Navaya flicks it through, and Macheke was on a different page. As the ball is taken away. Offside against the substitute for Greenfuel, just number 22, Perfect Chikwende. That was a good flick. Surely this should have tested the goalkeeper, Joe, but somehow he lost his footing at the crucial moment.
And I think he was caught in two minds to say go for it or maybe a first touch or go for a second touch. And in the process, the ball glided away from him. And there was no one coming on the blind side on the part of Greenfuel to capitalize on that free rolling ball. So you wonder if there was anyone coming from the blind side on the part of Greenfuel, you could have gotten and retrieved that ball and reload the attack. And these fans will be happy with what is currently obtaining.
Oh yes, they've got every reason to celebrate. But now we have to wait for Chris Mberechena. As we look at the goal again, that was a good header. This one is even better in beating the goalkeeper, Ashley Reyners, to make the scoreline 1-0.
Golden boot loading.
They start Tumpunu and company polishing his boot. And the choir is in full voice.
Yeah, they've every reason to, because right now, as we speak right now, Telone have moved into the top four of the log table, replacing Ngezi Platinum, who are currently trailing by 1-0. Yeah, so Telone, top 4 team in Zimbabwe.
Yes, top 4 with 55 points. As we drift towards the end of the season, Jompano is doing a fantastic job at Telone. Not so good for Taurai Mangwira, another veteran coach, as he takes a glance at his watch. But no doubt, if you are to look for some of the best coaches in the country, Taurai Mangwira's name will be in the mix. And now they are warming up a substitute goalkeeper. But I think Berechena can carry on. Navaya plays the ball into touch. Throw in. This one drops kindly for Telone, but it's picked up there once again. Sliding tackle. It looked fair and square, but not according to the man in the middle. He is the one who makes the decisions. I can only comment. Mijuru ready to dispatch the kick. Still trailing by 1-0. Headed away. Still commotion. And finally brought down here. Mutimun does well. And the chance for a shot. A block and it goes out of play for a corner. Yeah. The performance is not really giving fans something to shout home about. But of course the result for Telone will be good. Here comes the corner. Again headed away. This is Denzel Mapua. Ding dong inside the area and finally cleared away. But of course Reynolds was the first to arrive as he plays the ball back in there. Now Greenfuel controlling the proceedings here. But of course Wi-Fi boys are defending well. A full-blooded effort goes wide. No problems there for the goalkeeper. But of course Makumbe is lying injured. Nigel Makumbe is holding the back of his neck. I hope that it won't get serious. But the ref has already called for the stretcher to come on so that treatment can take place off the field of play.
Yes, and I'm wondering how he got injured, because it was that loose ball that was cleared by Telone, and it was effectively dealt with by Greenfuel goalkeeper Ashley Reynolds, and I didn't see any contact, unless maybe if it was his run towards chasing that ball that got him into trouble.
Yes, indeed.
But we wait to see if there's any visual to explain that. But yeah, I didn't see any clash or any contact during that play. Someone is happy there.
Yeah, he's of course a happy man. Those of an Arsenal persuasion are lying top of the log, which is something that makes everybody happy. But at the moment, all hands are on the injured player Nigel Makumbe. Looks like he's able to walk on his own, as the choir continues to sing. Some even opting for videos to send home to their friends across the globe, just indicating to them, look, I'm having fun here at Ascot Stadium. Yeah, she didn't expect the cameras to come to her. Obviously, she'll be very famous tonight, when everyone will be telling her, you were on telly. And the choir is in full voice. Here's another smiling one. She's so happy with our roving camera capturing all the moments.
What's worrying me, Stanley? We have 3 paramedics on the scene and the player is still lying down. Are we saying that the injury is too serious that they can't be uplifted off the playing field, or it can be attended to while he's on the field? Because for me, the situation is looking desperate. It's not really a pleasant scene. But the question is, why are we not getting action, either attending to the player or having the player taken off the field for further attention?
Well, I think it's gamesmanship. They realize, like Telone have realized that, look, Greenfuel is picking up momentum, and they want to deflate that by delaying the restart. But because once the medics are called on, their job is to lift the player, evacuate the player, yes, and the game carries on. So but that the ref has allowed that to happen.
Yes, that means, yes, we then ask questions on the part of the referee to say, why are you not taking control? Why are you not taking charge of proceedings? And make sure the player is evacuated off the field, and then he gets proper attention while he's off the field, and the game continues. Look at now, he's suddenly off. He's suddenly up on his feet. He's suddenly up on his feet. No further attention rendered.
gamesmanship.
Makumbe.
Nigel Makumbe, he's been around for quite some time, been around the block, knows what he's doing. Another long clearance. And again, they pick up possession. Here they are, but of course, and this one rolls into touch. I thought it was a corner. The ref says no, goal kick. Rainer's Ashlet will take it. He's in a hurry. This is in sharp contrast to what it was like when he started the match here. He would walk all the way to the other side of the goal line.
In the first half, he was like he's on honeymoon.
Yes.
No pressure, at leisure, on holiday. But now
all the pressure is on him.
Making sure every second counts. Yeah, that's the interesting side of football.
That's what you get from players. 6 minutes. And this man here must be enjoying proceedings. Dematsika guiding it backwards. And the Rainers once again to the near side to find Nigel Makumbe, who came for Adrian Silla. The long clearance into enemy zone. Ball played back. Looks like a good-looking cross, but again, Telone defending well. This one picked up, and ball played through, and some good defending there from Robert Kwaramba. Robert Kwaramba defending, but the ref has given a free kick to Greenfuel. Greenfuel is carrying on with the game here. And here they come once again, looking for that elusive equalizer. Good defending comes in, but the chance, and this shot is miscued. What a shot! The goalkeeper doing very well. Yes, and that will be a free kick for barging into a defender. Emmanuel Chikwende. Now the game has come alive. And some boys, the narrow fans, can sense it. Chris Berechena doing so well to stop that effort.
It was a venomous shot on target. He did very well to parry it away to safety. But of course, the Greenfield reloaded the attack. But the first save that was made there by Chris Berechena was actually decisive. That's a very promising position. Will they go for target,
very promising,
or maybe play a cross and someone to tap it in, or score?
A good right footer to the far post. The goalkeeper, and it hits the crossbar. Finally taken away. Chris Berechena is a lucky man.
He survives.
He survives. And our grandfather in the picture cannot, hold back the laughter. Chris Berechena spilling the ball needlessly, and he was very lucky that the rebound was headed onto the crossbar. This is what happened. And in the end, for a moment I thought this was going to be the equalizer.
Clive Rupia. That was Rupia with a header against the crossbar. Had it been just a few centimeters lower, Chris would have been beaten. Yeah, could have been an equalizer.
Another long clearance. Chapinduka. Rainers rolls the ball onto the field of play. Long effort, but headed away. That will be another throw. 3 minutes from the 90 here at Ascot Stadium. Telone leading by 1-0. They are playing Greenfuel, and this one looked like it veered out of play, but play continues. This will be a corner kick. And Jompano, Herbert Marua. Herbert Marua has actually brought Telone into prominence. Can they defend this corner kick? Taken long, and of course, tussle for possession. This one is taken away and blazed over. That would be a goal kick. But it's very surprising. Now Greenfuel have come alive. They are doing all the right things as we see them preparing their defensive midfielder, Darren Mutimun. He picked up an injury. They want him back on the field of play to add to the numbers so that they are a full complement on the field of play. They are down to 10 as we speak. The Matsika is everywhere. This one played through. The clearance doesn't look very good, but again comes back to Telone. Still fighting for possession. This one played through, catching Navaya off guard. Staying upfield to try and apply pressure. Now they are going forward. And Relegation! My goodness me. And I pitched up Mutimun. Darren is ready to rejoin his teammates. Chris Relegation there. I don't understand what happened because he nearly gifted the opposite team a goal here. Dematsika injected life into the Greenfuel outfit since coming on as a second half substitute. Here it comes once again. Good turn away from his marker. 7 minutes. A minimum of 7 minutes to be played. They may find it in 9 minutes, in 10 minutes, so don't complain if it exceeds the number that you were thinking. Oh, that's a dangerous free kick awarded to Greenfuel. If they can work this one out, it could be quite a complicated situation there. Yeah.
They play some fancy footwork there.
Exactly, and then the big defender Prince Milanzi clattered into.
It's exactly the same spot. Maybe 2-3 meters away from the first incident where they got the free kick. The earlier free kick that troubled Relegation. And well, if they could get something out of this, they'll probably get themselves an equalizer, a late equalizer, in the first minute of the 7 played, to be played at the end of the game.
Here's a chance! Wow, that was close. Very close, and Relegation had to stretch. And it sailed over the bar. Take a look at it. The goalkeeper did well.
I think Telone are surviving because some of these shots are taken straight at Relegation.
Yes. And it's there! Greenfuel have done it. It's Darren Mutimun. Of course, the weight of pressure told in a way, Joe. They were piling pressure upon pressure, and it clearly indicated that something would happen, and Mutimun has done it for them.
Mutimun shaking the nets, as his name says, Mutimun, from a corner that was taken short onto the near post. It was picked up. Telone could not clear, and then the ball was sent in, and he was clearly unmarked, and then he sent in a header. Darren Mutimun. Oh yes, a brilliant header, well tugged in onto the corner. Relegation could not help, but maybe clatter to the post as the ball went in. Yeah. So Telone equalized. Greenfuel equalized late in the 93rd minute.
Those fans never gave up, and they are taking out Macheke, And bringing in, that's jersey number 13 out of your pitch, and Kosiabo Masilela. Kosiabo Masilela. But Herbert Marua must be kicking himself because his team has failed to hold on. They have 4 minutes. 4 minutes to play here. It's now 1-1. Greenfuel finding the equalizer through Darren Mutimun. It was a well-placed header. And their fans are in celebration mood. Mujuru planting this one wide. No problem for Chris Mberechena, except a few anxious moments. Now the kick can be taken. Mberechena, I'm sure he's happy with a point. He knows that if it ends like this, it will be difficult to get a higher position. Here's another chance now for Greenfuel. Here they come. Can they get across? Oh, lovely stuff being played there. And this one is out of play. Goal kick.
If it remains like this, then the Greenfuel will get to 35 points. So they will be replacing Triangle on position 14. So Greenfuel will go to position number 14, and Triangle will sink further into relegation zone, taking up position number 15.
Yes, the movement at the base will only end on deadline day.
What a photo finish end to the season. Yeah.
A photo finish
There's
at the base.
There's more excitement on the relegation battle than the league championship.
Exactly. You can say that again. Throw into Greenfuel. They had to wait until 2 balls are removed from the pitch. It's still 1-1, 96 minutes, just a minute to go. Another throw in a very good looking position. Long one gets cleared away, but then he's headed back in there. Danger for Telone. They finally managed to put it out of danger. For a throw in to be taken. For a moment I thought Mujuru was going to take it. Chikwende. Back to Mujuru. Who came on for Adrian Silla.
Look at the goalkeeper. He's going for the ball that is rolling further away from him, leaving another ball which is actually set aside as a replacement ball in the event that one ball goes away.
This is the goal. A well-placed header. But now let's take a second look. It looked like, oh yes, it's Darren Mutimun, the goal scorer. Because I thought number 20, Clive Zurufia, was trying to claim it. But he was only joining. And it is the end of the day here at Ascot Stadium. The final score, Telone 1 and Greenfuel 1.
And I think Telone will be asking themselves what has happened to their home fortress, because in the last 6 games, Telone have won only 1 home game. Their last 6 home games, Telone have won only once. So today they pulled up a draw. That means, Telone, are they losing grip on their fortress? Ascot Stadium, maybe Jopano will need to look into that closely and address it, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are not beaten at home. But so far, their home record not looking good.
Yes,
1 win in 6 home games.
But I think it's because they've been picking points away from home, and we will soon Just taking a look at Charles Sianen Mabika. Once he's ready, we will cross down to him so that we'll hear what the coaches have to say about the final score here at Ascot Stadium. But no doubt, Greenfuel very happy about the scoreline, as you see the fans there celebrating in the stands. And there is Charles Sianen Mabika ready to talk to Godfrey Tamirepi. It's over to you, Charles.
Right, a goal on the stroke of full time by boys Zenaro. Yes, Varamba by Nenaro Naika. And that goal coming from Darren Mutimun. I'm now joined by the assistant coach for Greenfuel, Godfrey Tamirepi. And coach, I just want to feel your heart. You're calm now, you're calm. Just tell us, how were you feeling before that last minute equalizer?
Well, we were actually so frustrated after we had a very good first half where we could actually convert the chances we created. And during run-off play, right from a set piece, they managed to get their goal, and we defended badly on that occasion. But all the same, we never lost hope. We kept on fighting, and at the end of the day, we got rewarded. A very vital point for us.
Yes, coach, congratulations, because you're still in that. I see you've jumped from 14th to 12th on the log. So you still, the fight is still there. All the best. Safe trip back to Chisumbanje. Right, that was assistant coach, a very happy assistant coach for Greenfuel, Godfrey Tamirepi, former footballer, of course. 1-1, so it was. So I'm joined now by the head coach of the Wi-Fi boys, John Pano, Herbert Marua. Coach, that equalizer coming, and does that dent your chances for a top 3 finish?
No, we still in it. If you can see, in case it dropped, and it's a point gained, we could have maybe get the 3 points, but a lapse of concentration from my boys. It happens in football, but the good thing is we managed to come back in the second half strongly.
So, okay, coach, all the best as you gun for that top 3 finish.
Thank you.
Right, that was head coach of Telone saying that it was just a lapse of concentration. They are still gunning for that top 3 finisher. Well, I can tell you that the other games, the do or die, Manica Diamonds, they were hanging on against Ngezi Platinum. I think it finished 1-0 to them. And Triangle going down to Moors, 1-0. Caps United drawing 1-1 with Chicken in. So it's all to go. Dynamos host Bikita Minerals tomorrow. And Scotland take on Kwekwe United here at Wazanai Stadium. The last we had, it was 1-1 between Simba Bora and Highlanders. That means if it ends like that, if Scotland beat Kwekwe United tomorrow here, Scotland will be crowned champions. Well, that's just about it. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing on ZBC TV here. We are going to leave you with the game from the English Premiership. Burnley taking on Arsenal, from everybody in the ZBC TV sports crew, fronted by our producers Bevan Shinurai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, legendary CNN Mabika. Until we meet again tomorrow here at Kwekwe, at Ascot Stadium here, it's bye-bye for now.